The Bucks and the Nets are set to play in the second round of the NBA playoffs. I think this is going to be the best matchup of the playoffs. Giannis, Middleton, Holiday against Kyrie, Harden, and KD. The Nets' big three, they're ready. Giannis is ready. This is going to be a matchup for the ages. Kyrie, Harden, and KD should obviously be the favorites. They got 2 MVPs in there. They got Kyrie, one of the clutchest players in the NBA Finals winner already. He has a chip. Harden, he has that chip on his shoulder. He wants to get a chip. KD coming back from that Achilles. It's going to be a great series. It's going to be must-watch TV, in my opinion. This is the Eastern Conference Final, in my opinion. The winner of this is going to represent the East in the NBA Finals. Philly had a chance, but it just came out today that Embiid has a slight tear on his meniscus. That's never good. It's even worse if you're a 7+ footer with a lot of mass. I don't think he's going to be able to be the same guy in the playoffs. The Hawks, great series, great performance by Trae Young to eliminate the Knicks. I don't think they have enough just yet to beat either the Bucks or the Nets. So this is essentially, in my opinion, the Eastern Conference Final. The winner of this series is going to represent the East in the playoffs. And it's just going to be must-watch TV. I think Drew Holiday, this is where he's going to show his worth for the Bucks. All those asses that they gave up to him, this is what they need him for. He needs to step up. He needs not only in his defense, but in his offense too. They're going to need his offense this series more than ever. Middleton had a great first series against the Heat. He's going to have to keep that up and maybe even turn it up. He's going to have to show up. And Giannis, he's just going to have to dominate. He's just going to have to dominate. He has to impose his will on these Nets. The Nets are not known for defense. Giannis is going to be the biggest guy in there. Even if they put DeAndre Jordan, an old DeAndre Jordan, just Giannis has to show up and make his free throws and attack the paint. It's going to be a just incredible matchup. Like on Saturday, if you're not doing anything on Saturday, make sure to catch that game 1. I think it's going 7. I think the Bucks have a chance. A lot of people say the Nets in like 5 or 6. I think it's going 7, and I do think that the Bucks are going to pull it off. I think they have more defense. The Nets don't really have a defense. I think these games are going to be close, and at the end, when you need a stop, the Nets just don't have the personnel to get a stop. KD, he's a good defender. Harden, Kyrie's not a good defender. He tries, but the frame, and he's an offensive player. Harden, he could be a good defender, but lately he hasn't been the best. And you have Joe Harris. He's not a good defender. And whoever you put at the 5, it's going to be hard for them to get stops. Giannis, he's won Defensive Player of the Year. We all know that Drew Holiday is one of the best perimeter guard defenders out there. Middleton can defend a little bit. I think the Nets don't have it in them to get stops down the stretch. I think the Bucks have been building for this. This is a different Bucks team. I think the Bucks win in 7, and they're going to represent the East in the finals. But I could be wrong. The Nets are definitely the favorites, and they have the most firepower, and I would not be surprised if Kyrie, Harden, and KD just go for 90 points a game, and they eliminate the Bucks. They did average like 85, I believe, versus the Celtics, but the Bucks are not the Celtics. And I just want to give KD some props to come back from an Achilles injury, to not play for so long and be the leading scorer in the playoffs. KD's a monster. KD's a beast. KD might be the best player in the NBA right now, especially since LeBron is hobbled. He's definitely like no lower than number 2, and he's just a monster. He had a great series against the Celtics. He's a monster. The Slim Reaper is back. It's great to see him back. It's great to see him back in the playoffs. This series is going to be amazing. I am so pumped up for this series. I am looking forward for this. This should have been the Eastern Conference Final, but we got it around earlier, and I'm very excited.